Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a sketchbook tour for you guys. This is a Fabriano Venezia sketchbook. It's an A5 size and I started the sketchbook back in December 29 of 2024 and I finished it on September 19 of 2025 and it is the 8th sketchbook that I finished so far. So as you can see, I finished this sketchbook quite a while ago, but I always forgot to film the sketchbook tour, but better late than never. So when I bought the sketchbook, I wanted to use this for the Birbfest challenge, which, if you don't know what this is, it is a challenge that takes place every January and you have to draw a bird for every day. And there is an official prompt list with a bird for every day, and I participate in it every year because I like drawing birds. So I usually up to this point was using Hanemühle DNS sketchbooks, but I wanted to try something different, and this is not a mixed media sketchbook, but it takes a lot of mediums pretty well. And so I really liked this one at the store, and when I got home I wanted to test the paper before starting the challenge. So I did this illustration here with this lady using a bunch of different materials to try on this paper. I used watercolors, ink, colored pencils and markers, because I don't like just scribbling around with my materials to test them. I always want to do a proper illustration, and so I was happy with that. So after I finished this one, I did 2 more pages to test some more materials. Like here, since I wanted to draw birds during January, I thought why not do a little bit of practice, and I did this with ballpoint pen and some watercolors, and I wrote down what I used for all of these. And for this one I used Ecoline brush markers, and I did the details with polychromos colored pencils and a white gel pen. So I was very happy with how this paper performs, so I was ready to start the Birbfest challenge. I also have videos up on my channel for all of these birds, so I won't go too much in depth talking about these. If you like to know how I did these, I have a lot of videos for Birbfest 2025 and also for this year's Birbfest, and I had a lot of fun with those. So here are colored pencils and markers and ink. I started using Ecoline brush markers during this period, and I really like these. I really like how I did this one, and I kept it very light with the watercolors because I really wanted the line work to shine. Also, the prompt list for Birbfest 2025 was very interesting, and I had a lot of fun with most of the birds. I always wanted to try a new style and new materials for each prompt. For birds that I really liked, I did 2 or 3 of them, and maybe on days where I didn't have much time or I didn't really like the birds, I did just 1. But I really liked this one, and so I had to do 2 because this is very colorful, and I think I use Artex colored pencils for this one. I really like challenges like this because you can really be creative and use a lot of materials. I always take the chance during this time to take out materials that are sitting around and I never use. I think for this one I did this one with a dip pen, which I don't use a lot anymore. Yeah, and so I love doing challenges like this, even though they are very time consuming and sometimes you really feel burnt out after 4 weeks, but I really like this to be able to be creative and experiment with materials and styles. And also, this was the time I fell in love with watercolor pencils. I had bought the full set of Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils back in, I think it was 2015 or 16, I can't remember. But I used them a couple of times. I think I used them the wrong way, so I never understood how to really use them and why people would use them, and so it was kind of a waste of money back then. But I don't know how I got inspired to take them out and use them. But as I said, these challenges are good for getting out your materials that you never get to use, and that's what I did here. I started here with these colorful birds and I liked it so much that I had to do it here as well. And this was really the start for my love for watercolor pencils, and you will see me using these pencils throughout this entire sketchbook and in my art nowadays. And I really love this spread. Here are some birds that I kept more simplistic, but I really like those as well. This one is one that I really love as well. These birds look very beautiful and I love how flowy this page looks. This I kind of messed up a little bit with I did this one with, I think it was the Ecoline brush markers, and I don't use markers a lot, so I'm not too confident using those, and so I kind of messed it up a bit, but you learn from mistakes, so it's not a big deal. This one is one I also love. I love the pose that I chose for this bird and the composition. Here again, watercolor pencils, and I love how vibrant these look. So, and these are the last two prompts for Birbfest 2025. I had a lot of fun with this challenge and I learned a lot. And so after a challenge like this, you can feel a bit burnt out and get out of your usual drawing flow. And so I did this Italian patterns here with ink and markers. And here, since I really enjoyed working with watercolor pencils on the birds, I wanted to experiment a bit more, and if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I love drawing lemons, and so I had to paint them. And here I just wrote down which pencils I used. And some more work done with watercolor pencils. This was also the start of my love for drawing fish with watercolor pencils. I do this a lot and I evolved my style over time, and I really do believe that watercolor pencils are perfect to draw fish. And so I did these 2 pages. And here is some more work with watercolor pencils. I was really trying to do different stuff and see what I like to use them for. This wasn't as great as the other pages, but it's cute. Here I also used watercolor pencils and I did the background with markers. And here again I had some fun with watercolor pencils, so I really started something there during Birbfest with these pencils, and I was obsessed with these and I had to experiment and see what I can come up with, and I really loved doing these 2 pages. I started with this one with a limited color palette, and since I liked doing these seashells a lot, I came up with a mermaid with the same color palette, and I really love this teal color with this pink. So here I wanted to do something a bit different, so I sat down with some markers and I just doodled these flowers around, and I had a lot of fun with these 2 pages. I just wanted to switch it up a bit because I was using watercolor pencils a bit too much, so I wanted to mix things up and use some other materials. I think I used some color pencils to do the line work here on the flowers. But on the next page I had to go back using watercolor pencils because I had way too much fun with those. So I did this coffee illustration using watercolor pencils, and I love how this one turned out. After that I wanted to do an illustration with regular colored pencils. I think I used Arctic's colored pencils for this one. I have a video up on my channel for this one. And here I wanted to practice drawing cats, and I also have a video for those as well on my YouTube channel, which is one of my most watched videos, so go check that out. I did some drawings here in this sketchbook for this video, and some of the sketches are in another sketchbook, but I really like the exercises I did in this sketchbook, especially the spread, which is super easy. I just drew the silhouette with highlighters and I did the line work on top with a colored pencil. And for this one I did this with Kuretake Genzai Tambi paints. I had bought them and I hadn't used them, and so I just took them out, and this is the first painting I did with those, and I really love this page. And here I did some more fish with watercolor pencils. I really love this page and how vibrant the watercolor pencils look, especially with this turquoise highlighter background. Here I was a bit uninspired and I didn't know what to draw, and so I just doodled these with ink and then colored this in with watercolor, and I really love how this one turns out, especially this one. So in here again, 2 fish done with watercolor pencils. And here I just practice drawing some pears. It is mixed media, but I can't really remember what I used. I used a bunch of different stuff on this page. I think watercolors and colored pencils, different kinds of colored pencils and markers for the background. And I think I used some Caran d'Ache Neo colors too as well on this page. I really love how this one turned out. I was very happy with this page. So here I felt a bit uninspired as well, so I doodled this little plants here with a fountain pen with blue ink. And then I designed this page with different kinds of mushrooms using watercolor pencils again, and I did the background with a black ink brush marker. I don't think it was a Ecoline marker. I think I used a Faber-Castell Pit brush pen, I think, but I can't really remember doing this one. So here are some drawings I did for another of my YouTube videos where I just drew and painted pears using different kinds of materials and styles to practice. I did this one with Caran d'Ache Neo colors too, which I bought a couple of them to test them out. I don't have a lot of colors, which makes it a bit difficult to draw, but I managed to do this, and I had bought them and I didn't really know how to use them since, as I said, I don't have many colors to work with, and so the only thing that I could think of to practice was pears, and so I started this one. And here I can't really remember what I used for all of these, but as I said, I have a video up on my channel for this one as well. So I think I used here, this is mixed media, I think, with watercolor and colored pencils. And here I just, this one is in the video as well, where I just freehanded these with watercolors, and here I added some ink as well. And here is a page I did with, I think I used the matte graphite pencils by Stettler. Also in the video. So here I inked a couple of seashells, and then I colored these in with my Paul Rubens neon watercolors. I wish I would have left that with just ink, because I didn't really blend this one very good, but I love how vibrant these look. So since I kind of messed that one up a bit with the colors, I had to do another one with just ink. And I love drawing seashells, especially with ink. I love doing line work, and so I just came up with this page, and I had so much fun doing this one. This one is also one of my favorite ways to practice ink drawings. Just take a subject and just section your page into these rectangles and then do the background with a limited color palette, and this looks always beautiful. You can do this with fish, with seashells. I've done this with flowers. And since I really had a lot of fun with this page, and I wished I had done a big YouTube video for this one, and so I had to draw some more and do another video. So here I did this post stamp illustration, and these pages are in a video as well. Another one of these pages. I love both of them. So here I designed the seashell jewelry for the video as well. And I did some seashell doodles. So for this one, I hadn't done a portrait in a very long time, and I really love drawing these ladies and incorporate different elements in her hair or as jewelry, and so I did this one with mixed media. I used watercolors and colored pencils, and I love how colorful this is. And here is a practice page with watercolor pairs. And here I started using gouache for the first time. I also have a video up on my channel for this one. I almost had a nervous breakdown because I really had a rough time with this. I used very cheap gouache for this one, and it wouldn't blend. It was always lifting. I mean, the paper is not mixed media paper, so you have to be careful with wet medium because it slips around on the page, but it is doable. I just didn't have the right skills to do it, and the gouache that I used was very, very, very cheap and bad, because later on I used better quality gouache and I had a much better time. Also, these ones drove me insane because the paint just wouldn't stick to the paper, and it was a disaster, but I learned quite a bit. So here I just did some fish using watercolors just to calm down from these two pages, and here I designed this little character with mixed media. I used a bunch of different stuff here. I used watercolors and colored pencils and ballpoint pen, and I really like her. And then I had to go back to gouache, and here is where I started using a different brand, and I had a much better time. Still not perfect because this one is very rough here and patchy, but I was able to blend that a little bit better. So here I did another page using gouache. I was happy with how this one turned out, and as you can see, using it for illustrations like this was a bit easier, and the gouache was a better quality gouache, so it was way more enjoyable than the first spread I did. But I haven't used gouache since, and I really want to get back in, but I have to find the right subject to paint, but I will in the near future, because I thought about painting with gouache again last week, and so let's see what the future brings. These pages here are also for a YouTube video of mine where I think it was summer practice ideas for your sketchbook. And so I did this mosaic painting, and I really love doing drawings like this with ink, and it's so relaxing to do all the patterns and then color it in with watercolors. And here are some post stamps, again using graphite, and then I went over with watercolors to seal the graphite, and it gives it this vintage look. I really like doing those. Here is a little doodle of a lady in a summer dress and a shoe and an earring. And to this point I was almost done with my sketchbook, and you know when you're almost finished and you just want to get it done, you just scribble around whatever. And I think I took this one on vacation with me, and I just did these 2 pages there. I thought I would finish it because I only had like only 8 spreads left. So I took it with me, but I was working in my travel sketchbooks and I just did these 2 pages and I completely forgot about the sketchbook. And so these 2 pages I did while I was in Sicily. So that's why these are summer inspired. And I had a lot of fun doing these, but as I said, I just did these 2 pages and I think I stayed in Sicily for about 6 weeks. But I painted a lot. In my travel sketchbooks. So once I came back, I was a bit out of my drawing flow again, because I was used to urban sketching and painting in my travel sketchbooks and painting other types of subjects, and so I had to get back to my usual drawing style. And so I wanted to do something with ink, and I really love how I designed this page. It's a bunch of different subjects here around fish, moon, stars, waves, and it makes no sense kind of, but I really love this spread. I wanted this spread to pop a bit more, so I used some Ecoline brush markers, just a touch here and there with these pastel tones and this gray in the waves. So since I did the summer idea video with the mosaic painting, I was very in the mood to do some more, and I designed this sun page, and then I did these 2 with some lemons and some pomegranates, and I really love this spread. It is super colorful and super summery, and I had a lot of fun doing this. And since I had a couple of spreads left here, I did a video on how I finished these pages. It's up on my channel as well, so go check that one out. Here I did some watercolor pencils, fish, because I hadn't done these in a while, and another mosaic ink and watercolor painting. And then I did a kind of Sicily inspired illustration. I was back in Germany when I drew all of these pages, and I did the video of me finishing the sketchbook, and I was a bit sad that summer was over and that I was back home, and so I wanted to keep the memory and the vibes of Sicily, and I think I captured it pretty well here with this mixed media painting. I used a bunch of stuff here: watercolors, watercolor pencils, normal pencils, markers, and I think this captures Sicily in a good way. And then I wrote the quote, "Sometimes you just need a break in a beautiful place," and this is what that holiday was for me, because before going on that vacation I had a pretty rough time with depression, and I think that holiday helped me get out of it. And yeah, I love how this one turned out. And here I just did some studies of insects with some ink and some highlighters. And since I was still in summer mood, I just doodled and designed these seashells with ink and watercolor. And for the last page, since I love painting lemons, I did this painting, but I really can't remember what I used for those. I think it's watercolor and colored pencils, and I did the border with a marker. And yeah, this is the end of this sketchbook. I really had a lot of fun using the sketchbook, and I bought a new one, which I can't wait to start, because I was really happy with the paper, and I had to get used to it a bit in the beginning, but I really started to love this one. And as I said, it's not a mixed media sketchbook, but it handles mixed media very well. And I'm really happy with how this sketchbook turned out, and I learned a lot, and I really found my love for watercolor pencils and for drawing fish and lemons and all these colorful illustrations, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It's one of my favorite sketchbooks that I filled up so far, and I hope you had a great time and enjoyed this video. You can go and watch me paint a lot of these pages here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and tell me in the comments which of these pages is your favorite one, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.